If you're ready to be transported to the Olive Garden, if you want to just blink your eyes and be sitting in a booth and somebody comes over and they drop off a delicious basket of the Olive Garden breadsticks, well, you've come to the right place, because I'm going to show you how to transport yourself there anytime you want, because I'm going to show you how to make the breadsticks at home. And they are delicious and they are easy. So sit tight and let me show you how to do it. I'm Dave, you're watching Dave's Taste Buds, and welcome back. Got a great episode today, especially if you love Olive Garden, and especially if you love the Olive Garden breadsticks. Because, I mean, let's face it, there's something about them that's so addictive, I guess is the only word I can use. But we're gonna find out today if we can make them at home. I've never done it before. I found a nice recipe online. Let's do it together. So let's see if we can't make the Olive Garden breadsticks at home. Because when you're there, your family, it's a saying, I don't know, none of my family works there. I've never gone in there with anybody other than, my family sitting at the table. But when you're there, your family, that's what they say. So let's take a look first at what we're gonna need. So pretty simple ingredients for this recipe. We need 1 cup of warm water, 2 1/4 teaspoons of active yeast, or 1 packet, 2 tablespoons granulated sugar, 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, melted, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and about 3, maybe up to 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And then we're gonna brush on the top 3 more tablespoons of melted butter, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, AKA a pinch of salt.
And that's it.
So obviously the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna need to activate our yeast. So I just have a cup of hot water. I got this right out of the sink. It comes out of my sink at about 120. So you're gonna wanna have it right about around 110. So it doesn't have to be exact, just make sure it's warm. If you could wash your hands in it and it doesn't feel cold, it's probably good enough. And we got our yeast, which is going in. It's 2 1/4 teaspoons, excuse me. Also the same as one of these packets, so it makes it nice and easy. One of these packets, cup of warm water. We're just gonna give it a quick stir. Make sure we get our yeast activated. We're gonna make sure we get our yeast incorporated into our water. And once that's done, we're just gonna give this probably 7 or 8 minutes to kind of activate that yeast, and then we'll get going on the rest. So what I forgot to show you is about 4 minutes into the yeast and warm water, I put in the 2 tablespoons of sugar, because that's really gonna just activate that yeast, give it that overdrive to get it ready. So now that we have our yeast, it's activated, it's got a little foamy in the top. We're just gonna put that in our bowl. We're gonna put in our flour, our melted butter, and our salt. And that's going to be our dough. So we're just gonna give this a mix. See our dough start to form. Once it gets to this point, we know we're gonna have to be going in with our hands, because we're gonna start kneading it. Here we go. Nice.
And mix, 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 mix.
And we're just gonna knead it like we would any other dough. We're gonna need this for a while. This is gonna take about 5 to 7 minutes. This is the work. This is where you're putting in the work. Turn and push, turn and push, turn and push.
5 minutes later.
So after that 5 to 7 minutes, you really start to see it kind of become elastic. Get a nice bounce back. It's pretty smooth, looking pretty good. Give it a couple more good ones. There we go. There you go. We got our ball of dough. I have a glass bowl here that I've greased up with some olive oil. Boom. It's gonna sit in there. I'm gonna take a dish towel. I'm just gonna lay it right on top. In about an hour, hour and a half, that's gonna double in size. Then we know we're ready for the next step. So let's just let this take a nap, and yeah, see you in an hour. Ta-da! Through the power of yeast, our dough has risen about twice the size. Looking good, looking good. Just gonna take it out of our bowl, put it onto our board. We're gonna cut this into 12. Actually, you know what? Let's just do 8. We're gonna cut this into 8 equal sections. We're gonna roll these out into 7 or 8 inch ropes. Huh? Looking good, looking good. We're gonna put these onto a parchment paper lined pan. Oh, I can tell these are gonna be a little bit bigger than I should have done the 12, but I went for it. It's gonna be decent size. There we go, roll them out something like that. It's easy, just roll them out. Not a whole lot of flour, not a whole lot of crazy technique. It's just a timing thing. You gotta have the time to let the yeast do its thing. You gotta have the time to let the dough get to where it's supposed to be. Looking good. So now that we have these all rolled out, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let these rest for another 7 minutes. I'm gonna cover them again. Perfect. I'm gonna cover these. I'm gonna let these sit for another 7 minutes. Then they're going in the oven. So sit tight, give me 2 seconds. Okay, I can't remember if I said 7 minutes. If I said 7 minutes, that's wrong.
What?
I meant 30 minutes. You're gonna wanna let these rest covered again for 30 minutes. And here's what you get. They've increased in size a little bit more, so they had another chance to rise. So our oven's at 400. These are all set to go. Parchment paper. I'm gonna pop them in there for 12, 15 minutes. We're gonna brush a little delicious butter on there, and then we're gonna taste them. So give me another 12, 15 minutes. We're gonna put them in the oven. I'll let you know when they're ready to go. Okay. 15 minutes in the oven, and this is what you get. Absolutely delicious looking rolls. Oh yeah, look at these. These are gonna be very, very familiar. So we've got some butter. We've got some salt, garlic powder. I'm gonna throw that in there. We're just gonna give this a quick mix. And all we're gonna do is brush. Oh, baby. Look at these. These are just like the real thing. Hold on. Glasses are falling off. Oh. Butter them up. Oh, it even smells like the Olive Garden. Look at these things. Huh? It's like I knew what I was doing. Well, let's check one out. Yep. Looks very familiar. It's very fluffy inside, kind of crisp on the outside. Oh. It is so similar to the Olive Garden. I even like certain ones, the shape of this one. I mean, to look at them, I think they could be a little longer, a little narrower, but other than that, they taste just like the real thing. So, you know, if you want to be in your head, with your family, at the Olive Garden, make these at home. It just takes a little bit of time. The ingredients are easy. The technique is pretty easy. It just takes a little time. So try them. Get out there, get a little adventurous with your cooking. Make these rolls. You know, it's gonna transport you right to your nearest mini mall or freestanding Olive Garden, wherever you eat them. So I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, shoot me a comment. And yeah, when you're done doing all of those things, I got videos up here. And when you're done watching those, go cook something.